Hi there, and welcome to A&P with Dr. O. Moving on, we are going to take a look at adipose tissue. This is another example of a connective tissue that comes from the connective tissue proper classification. And when we look at a tissue and we're trying to decide if it's adipose tissue, what really strikes me about this tissue here is that the cells are large and plump and clear because they are quite literally filled to the brim with lipids. The purpose of adipocytes is to store fat for long-term energy storage. And when it does that, you can see the nucleus of the cell gets pushed all the way up against the plasma membrane. Normally when we see a cell, the nucleus is usually kind of more in the middle of the cell, but in these adipocytes, it's pushed all the way to the plasma membrane because the rest of the cell is filled up with fat. All of this tissue that we can see here, I will go ahead and circle it a little bit over here also, but this is the real deal. I mean, this is really where we can see nicely that adipose tissue. And that's why I circled that section, although there's a few adipocytes hanging out over here as well. But most of it is over in this area. And then we can see smushed up to the side our adipocyte nucleus. I circled a few there for us as well. There's another one right here. So that would be an adipocyte nucleus as well. Adipose tissue can be found deep to the skin and also padding around our eyes, our kidneys, and it's also the bulk of our buttocks and the breasts. It's really important for energy storage, as I mentioned a moment ago, long-term energy storage. And it also functions in insulation, padding, and shock absorption.